Hello, race fans, sim fans, RC fans. Racing 393. Today's quick video is just basically comparing the two Hotshots. You can see here a picture. I've got them both kind of together. I'm quite a fan of the Hotshots, I'm honest. I like the stance, I like the style, full drive, and just the way the open wheel, roll cage, rear wing is a lot going for me for these cars. There's a lot that I like. But I want you to listen to this. I cut this out. Let me just put the clip on.
2 and 3. It's
Oh, I got stupid humour. Anyway, onto the video.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, race sim and RC fans. Racing 393. Well, it had to be done, didn't it? So I've just put together the two Hotshots that I own. So I've got the Hotshot, the original Hotshot, the re-release. So it's not the original 1984 version. And then we've got also the new Hotshot 2 Blockhead Motors Edition. It's not until you put them side by side you can actually see there's a lot of differences. I'm going to quickly, if I can, go over that, and I'm also going to show you, if I can, like a profile of the cars. So I will be moving the camera at this point, so you have to bear with me a minute. So yeah, so the original Hotshot, this hasn't changed over the years at all. I've slightly modified it. It is more built to stock version. All I've done is put some Schumacher wheels and tyres on there to get rid of the knobbly tyres, because I don't particularly like them. I kept them white as well because the original wheels on this Hotshot are white. I think back in the day they were gold, weren't they? But I don't particularly like the gold or the silver chrome defect wheels anyway, so I always try and keep away from them if I can. But it's got a very low slung profile, and apart from that, the other obvious change between the two cars is well, the front is a single shock, but it's got some adjustment on it, and that is a slightly smaller or a different shock design. You can adjust the tension by twisting this bit here. On the Hotshot 2, it's more of a standard sized, slightly larger shock absorber, if I'm honest, compared to the others, but a more accustomed CVA yellow shock. The rear, as you know, is mono shock under there, and the Hotshot 2 clearly has two shocks. The other sort of main difference here, the bodywork completely different, and you can see how high it is there. The bodywork comes up and kind of obscures the driver or the driver cabin, and the roll cage is completely different. It's much lower on the Hotshot there, as you can see. It's kind of slunk down quite low, and the Hotshot 2, it's quite a raised, exposed cab area. The rear wing is different as well. And I'm just looking at the car now. I'm going to move the camera around so you can see a different angle. I haven't got much life on my battery, which I've noticed. So that's kind of the stance there of the Hotshot. And it's going to move across to the Hotshot 2. Yeah, so the actual arms themselves, I'm just looking at them now. They're identical. So the upper and lower wishbones are identical. Front anti-roll bar, identically placed. The Hotshot has a rear anti-roll bar, as you can see there, and that was omitted from the Hotshot 2. The rear arms are different. The upper wishbones, they've got kind of like just, well, they're different. You can look at them now. I can't explain what they are. They're kind of ribbed, if you like. The back ones here are sort of circular. They kind of match the front. So the fronts are very similar. They've got like a honeycomb or circular strength pattern, the same as these ones here. So what I'm going to try and do now, before the battery goes completely flat, is give you a profile of the cars from a slightly different perspective. So there we have them side by side. You can see that the profile, as I lose my balance, is very similar. I think the Hotshot, the red one, looks a lot lower, doesn't it, and more mean. And because of the way the Blockhead one's done, it's got a lot more, it's a bit more bulky, I think. Looking around the back of the Hotshot there, you can see close up of where the heat sinks are, where they used to be in the monoshock. And around the back of this one, it's got obviously clear, a bit of bodywork on it. The underneath is also different. I'm just going to move the cars so that you can see them both together on their side. So they're quite different there. I mean, the Hotshot 2, as you can probably see, it's got this a very similar front part of the chassis, the same awkward electronic installation, but it's got a back, it's got like a winged back cover that sort of, the skid plate goes around on towards the back of where the rear structure is. And if I move over to the Hotshot, yeah, you can see it's more open. I actually prefer that one. I prefer that sort of open rear end. You can see this one's been used because it's got some scrape marks. The front bumper is, as far as the front part is exactly the same as far as I can see. This one's got less hop-ups on it, if I'm honest. But there's going to be a running video soon of these. This is one on my channel anyway of the Hotshot. And once I get that one out, there'll be, we'll do a side-by-side test, I think. Just let me put the Hotshots back on all four wheels. And there you have it. So that's just my quick comparison. There's other differences slightly there, but that's the Hotshot and the Hotshot 2. Incidentally, it doesn't go in that order. The Super Shot would have been in between those, and then the Hotshot 2 came out. So it's a bit weird, isn't it? I mean, it makes more sense that you'd have the Hotshot, and then you'd have a Hotshot 2, and the Super Shot sounds like it should have been the Hotshot 3, but I like the fact that the numbers do run in order, 2 and then 3. But what do you think? What do you think on the two cars? These are actually very, one of my favourite types of four-wheel drive buggies anyway, that Tamiya do. I like that sort of razor edge, roll cage exposed, retro look. Yeah. But I just thought I'd put a quick video together just to sort of compare the two. Let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Which one do you prefer? And hopefully very soon we'll get them both out together so we could do like a running video with them both in it. Thanks for watching and see you later. Bye for now.